Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're coming back, if you're new here, thank you for clicking and watching. Welcome to my living room. Y'all have never seen my living room. This is my living room. My Christmas tree is still up. I need to work on that. But yes, welcome back. This is week 2 and 3. This is week 4 and 5. The last video actually posted the wrong week, but this is week 4 and 5. Last week I did not post a video, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all had a great New Year with your family, friends, whoever you spent it with. I hope this year is full of much joy, many accomplishments, and just overall happiness and health. So let's get started. I obviously did not post a video last week, and that was because I did not keep my promise to myself, and I didn't want to waste anybody's time with a video where I just kept making up excuses. So I didn't post, and I told myself basically, you know, why am I going to post if I didn't do what I was going to say, and I'm just going to keep making excuses and making people sit through 10 minutes of excuses, because that's roughly what these are, how long these videos are. So I didn't want to waste my time or anybody's time. So I decided, you know what, it's New Year's. This is literally where people say New Year, new me. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. I've been on this journey, and I'm going to air quote journey because it hasn't been a journey. I haven't done a single thing until now, which I'll get into in a little bit. Since November, it's been 2 months, and I'm at the same place where I started, and that's because I haven't had a discipline, nor have I dedicated myself. And that's one thing that has helped me recently is I watched this video from one of the people I follow who has also gone through a weight loss journey, and her biggest advice for the New Year's was to not rely on motivation, to rely on discipline. That's what she said. Do not rely on motivation. You must rely on discipline, because motivation fades. And boy, howdy, do I know that. Because as soon as my motivation fades, I stop wanting to eat well. I stop wanting to exercise. And she was totally right. You need to stop with the motivation and rely fully on discipline. I may not want to go to the gym. I may not want to eat what I made at home. I may want to go to McDonald's. I may want to splurge and just not do what I'm supposed to do. And I shouldn't. I need to rely on my discipline. I'm going to eat healthy whether I like it or not. I'm going to go to the gym whether I want to or not. And I feel like that is my new outlook on this. Not so much relying on my motivation, but rather relying on my discipline. I know what I want to do. I may not always want to reach it, but I know that's what I want. And it's kind of like a job in the sense where sometimes you don't want to get up and go to work, but you have to get up and go to work. So I feel like that was a good thing she said. And it's just, I feel like it's really helping, rather relying on motivation, rely on discipline. So anyways, I'll stop that rant right there. But after the New Year, after my family and everybody left, I began prepping my own meals here, began doing what I was supposed to be doing. I had weighed myself last week when I was supposed to put a video up, and I weighed 169 pounds. So if you know, my initial weight was 170. Again, been on this journey since November. Obviously made no progress in 2 months. So I'm basically at my starting point. I feel like this is well, you know how they say beginning is the hardest? Taking that first step is the hardest thing. It has taken me 2 months to begin this journey. It has taken me 2 months to not just put my foot in, but to run through the door like the Kool-Aid man. Like, I have barely put my foot in. I had barely put my foot in since November, and now I have literally ran through this door, brick wall, whatever, like the Kool-Aid Man. So I am ready. I am full on into this. And I know I've said that a million times to you guys, and I've said that a million times to my husband and to my friends, and not friends, one friend. I promise. I just have one friend. And I send this video to her every time once I finish. I just have one friend. But yeah, I just keep saying it all the time, and I know I'm lying. I know I've lied to you guys, but I am full on serious. I'm not going to rely on motivation. I'm going to rely on discipline. And that is going to be the turning point, I feel. But anyways, so what I did for half of this week was obviously maintain my caloric deficit, which I've used an online calculator, which if you don't know what a caloric deficit is, a caloric deficit is eating less calories than what you're burning in a day. So you have maintenance calories, which is the calories you need to eat in order to maintain your weight. And then you have calories you burn just for living, just because you're alive, and every time you move your hand, your wrist, you walk to the store, you walk to your car, that you're burning calories. So you have calories you burn daily, whether you feel like it or know it or not. And being in a caloric deficit is eating under your maintenance calories. So my caloric deficit is anywhere between 1,200 and 1,300 calories. I'm 5 feet nothing. I should be weighing, depending on who you believe, anywhere between 100 and 125 pounds, or even 135 pounds. So, and I am obviously 170, so very overweight. But I am maintaining myself in between that spectrum of 1,200 and 1,300 calories per day. I'm not going to beat myself up if I go a little bit over, but I have to keep that discipline of, let's try and keep myself between 1,200 and 1,300. We cannot go over or too much over that. Lots of water, obviously, drinking lots of water in order to feel fuller, last longer, and all those types of things. One comment I got from my previous post was a viewer wanted to know if I was still taking the supplements. I'm not taking it every day like I'm supposed to, so I just stopped talking about it, because I feel like in order to talk about it, I need to take it as indicated. But I am still taking it, again, not as rigorously. I'm taking it like every other day or every 2 days, or I'll take it for a week and not take it 1 week and like that, because it ended up, if I take it, like, for example, every day for 2 weeks, I'll end up having diarrhea for, that's so weird to say on camera, but I'll have diarrhea for basically every day, and that's just not something I want to live with. So I'll take it I just don't take it as rigorously. But the main symptoms I feel are always, I go to the bathroom all the time, as you can tell, because I end up having diarrhea, because it just, I don't know, it does something to my system, and it just makes me have to go to the bathroom all the freaking time. But I go at least once a day. Sometimes I go twice or even 3 times, depending on how frequently I take it. And lack of appetite. Those are the main symptoms I feel right now. No more nausea, no more anything. But I will get a headache if I don't drink enough water. Like, I'll be drinking just like the regular 16.9 ounce water bottles all day. And if I don't drink at least 4 or 5 of those a day, I mean, it's... Are you for real? Hola! That so rudely was my husband who interrupted. But he's talking to my mother-in-law, and that was my child screaming because he is having separation anxiety at 8 months old, almost 8 months old. Regular, normal life things. But anyways, so yeah, I will get a headache if I if I don't drink enough water, because as the supplement says, you have to drink lots and lots of water. You got to stay hydrated. So I will get a headache if I don't. But other than that, that's all I'm feeling. As far as what I ate this week, I am having lots of protein at breakfast in order to feel fuller throughout the day. It's really helped to feel fuller and not snack all the time, is eating lots of protein during my breakfast. And I'll give you an example of what I ate one day. For breakfast, I had 2 eggs, 3 sausages, and 1 piece of toast. No, 2 pieces of toast. And that was about 400 calories. And I kid you not, I kid you not, I was full for like almost 6 hours. And I was like, wow, like it's just really helped eating a lot of protein in the morning. The 3 sausages was the serving size, 1 egg was the serving size, and toast, 1 piece of toast is usually the serving size. But it helped maintain me throughout the day, honestly. A high protein breakfast is very helpful. As far as the weekend goes, as you know, and as I've said before, weekends are usually when me and my husband eat out a lot. Since I know I'm going to be eating out and I know the portion sizes are usually bigger and I just might not be measuring myself, and I'm trying to measure myself, when we went out to eat, I made sure to leave food on my plate so I'm not overeating, because obviously the portion sizes are bigger at restaurants. I made sure to leave food on my plate. But knowing that I was going to go out to eat and I wasn't going to be sure how many calories it was or the size or whatever, I made sure that at home I ate smaller portions, less calories, in order to accommodate that overeating that I knew I was going to have. So yeah, and as far as exercise goes, that's food. That's basically my food for the week. High protein, breakfast, lunch, and I don't really eat dinner. If I do, it's usually a snack like fruit or a low-calorie snack or a salad. So that's usually my dinner if I have one. As far as exercise goes, I am doing pretty much cardio. I know a lot of people say you should do a mix of cardio and weights, but I don't know. I want to lose the excess weight first and then worry about toning my body and firming and tightening and composition and all that stuff. So I'd rather I want to see it go away first, and then if I regain any due to muscle or composition or whatever, I want to do that after. But I want to lose what I need to lose, all of this first. So I'm doing pretty much cardio. I'm doing the treadmill. I'm speed walking for 30-35 minutes on an incline. And I am also doing the Stairmaster for about 15 minutes. And I burn pretty much around anywhere over 300 calories every time I go. So yay me. And every time I go, I'm going to try and do a little bit more, a little bit faster pace on the treadmill and on the Stairmaster, just to increase my resistance and increase the calorie burning. So yeah. And I weighed myself before I started this video, because I've decided I'm going to weigh myself pretty much naked. So I am not obviously going to show you guys that. But I did weigh myself and I wrote it down. Keeping track, obviously, since the last video, I'm keeping track on paper. And I'm also keeping track of what I eat, and calories and everything on MyFitnessPal, which I think I've talked about that before, I'm pretty sure. I downloaded MyFitnessPal, which is an app, and it's obviously not 100% accurate. I'm never going to say it's 100% accurate. I'm not sponsoring it in any way. I just feel like it's a really good tool, and it helps you kind of keep in the ballpark of what you're eating, how much protein, how much sugars, how much fats, carbs. It even calculates how many calories you're supposed to be eating. So for me, it calculated for me what I need to be eating for my body size and for the weight I want to achieve. And I compared what MyFitnessPal did to other sites' calculators, and they're pretty much in the same ballpark. That's why I say anywhere between 1,200 and 1,300, because that's where the ballpark pretty much is for me. So I'd definitely look into that, look into calculating your calorie deficit, because it's different for everybody. But it helps with that. I would say you wouldn't have to verify it anymore because I did it for you. And MyFitnessPal is pretty accurate. So I track that. I track my food, my water intake, and I track my exercises on MyFitnessPal. You can do that. And if you can't find something on there, like for food, you can scan the QR code if you do it. Or if there's something you can't do that for, or an exercise you can't find, they have a place where you can put notes in. I do that too. So I just have a mental, at least for me, even if I don't know what the calories are, at least I know, okay, I ate this and I did this exercise or whatever. So yeah. And as far as weight goes, I weigh 167.4 pounds. So from last week, I lost roughly 2 pounds. I think it was like 169.8, somewhere around that ballpark. So I lost about 2 pounds. So let's just hope for the, not hope. We're not going to hope. We are going to take action. So this week, like I said, my exercise plan is always going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This Tuesday, I'm not sure if I am, because I am going to be speaking at my old high school. So I haven't worked out all the details, so we'll see if I can go. If I don't go, I want to at least do workouts here at home. So at least 10 minutes is better than nothing. So I'm gonna do that at least here at home, do some workouts here at home. But hopefully I'll be able to work it out where I can go to the gym and do my hour of cardio. So that's what we're gonna do. So to sum it up, I know this is a long video. I'm so sorry for everyone. I'm really, really sorry. I know these are long, but last week I did post a video because I don't want to waste anybody's time if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't want to be making excuses for myself. As soon as New Year's ended, I've been eating healthy. I've been making sure I'm within my calorie deficit as closely as possible as I can. And I am going to the gym now. I have my set schedule. I have what I'm going to do. I have my plan of action in regards to my nutrients, in regards to my food, in regards to my calories, in regards to my exercise, in regards to my water intake. You know, I have a plan of action and I'm going to stick with it. And my new motto now is don't rely on discipline, don't rely on discipline. Don't rely on motivation, rely on discipline. Don't rely on motivation, rely on discipline. So that's what I'm going to do. If you're interested in the supplement, I made that's one of my first videos. So you can go check that out there. And yeah, so I hope you guys, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Any comments, tips, negative or positive, I mean, I'm not immune to any. I always appreciate the feedback. I'd really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. It means a lot to me if you do. I'm not trying to do this to be famous. I just like knowing that I'm part of a community, and I like knowing that other people are rooting for me. I'm rooting for myself, obviously. My beautiful husband, who so rudely interrupted, I know is rooting for me. My best friend is rooting for me. Lots of friends of mine are rooting for me. I have more than one friend, but she's my best friend. So yeah, I hope you guys give this a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week with even more progress. So if you don't take anything else other from this, rely on discipline, not motivation. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.